Hey guys, I'm back with my video response to episode 226. Another fine episode, guys. Good to hear the Pappy and Pipes combo. That was pretty cool. Miller High Life. You know, I've never seen Miller High Life. Don't know if you can get it in Australia. Although I did send them an email asking them if you could get it in Australia. Hopefully I can, because I want to try it out. You know, I want to know what it tastes like. I was going to say sounds like then, but I want to know what it tastes like. But anyways, onto the Way Huge Fat Sandwich. I was checking it out on the website, and looks like they're like a cool pedal. Like Way Huge make good pedals, and it's really good to hear they've got the internal controls. Those trim pots would obviously make a hell of a difference, because some pickups don't react with some pedals very well, and some pedals don't react with some amps very well. And it's always good to adjust those levels of input and output and things like that. One of the biggest pedals I've ever had problems with is wah pedals. Especially if you put too much gain in the front of them, like if you use active pickups or really hot pickups in front of like a crybaby circuit, it's just it just doesn't work. Sometimes it distorts and overloads. You overload transistors, you know. And it'd be good to have those internal controls on those and all pedals, so that they do work with all pickups, because you know not everyone plays the same pickup, so that's cool. I did look it up, a harmonic saturator, so basically it's just a distortion pedal, probably with, what's it called, asymmetrical clipping, and the way they describe it sounds really, really cool. I look forward to hearing some sound demos of that if you haven't already done it, Pappy, but yeah, cool pedal. Alright, on to the meat of the episodes, the pick punch. That was a long talk about it, but I enjoyed it. I want to get my hands on a pick punch. The post is a little bit steep coming to Australia for it. And I've got picks. I've got picks coming out of my ears. I've got so many picks. Latest picks I got this here. This is a pointless pick, and they really are pointless because they have no points. They finally came. It took forever to to come to Australia, but I got them, and I don't like them. I don't like them one bit. I can't get used to it. They're, in my opinion, only really good for strumming. I play on a bit of an angle as well, so if you don't attack the string, like if that's a string, if you don't attack it sort of straight on, if you attack it on a bit of an angle, it doesn't really give you that sort of sound, sort of glides across the strings. But I'm sure people have a purpose for these, and they find them really, really good, like some guys play with coins and things like that. But I tried to make my own dodgy pick punch pick. Here is an iTunes gift card. What I did was I traced around a pick. I traced around it and cut it out with scissors. So essentially it's the same thing. It's just more time consuming. But I found that the sound of this is a lot of pick attack, a lot of pick noise, until you sort of grind away at the sharp edges. And then it's still there. Like, it's a very different sound because of the material. I think it's quite a useful sound, more for strumming rather than picking individual notes. For individual notes, I prefer to use a nylon pick, because you get more of the actual sound of the string ringing rather than the attack of the pick. And yeah, but I think it's a fantastic idea. Although with that story Pipes about you and PT at the wedding, I do recall, I think that you guys were also going to use the hotel swipe card or room card, which would have been funny having a big card like that. You know, if you had your pick punch, then you could have taken a chunk out of that card. And when the guy at the front desk is like, "Oh, what's wrong with the card?" So I don't know. That's how I found it. That's how it was given to me. But yeah, that is a cool story. I remember using those sort of hot dog bag tie things, whatever they are, when I was a kid. But you know, I didn't even know what a pick was then. Someone told me, "Hey, use that." You know, it's been like, all right. You know, I didn't play guitar. I was just hitting the strings. So, but hopefully one day we can all have a pick punch. I want one. It's a gadget. It's a toy to have, and I think it's just a great thing to have in, like you guys were saying, in an emergency. That's what you need. You know, I don't know if it'll be all that beneficial for me, because I use really, really heavy picks. But like you guys were saying, like, and they are expensive in Australia. I got a Jazz 3 type pick the other day when I went to the music store. Oh, here it is. Got myself a new toy, and that was $1. And I got a 2mm pick It's a Dunlop pick. I'm not really sure what kind it is, and that was $1.50 for a pick. That's ridiculous. You know. But anyway, hopefully they'll be able to cut through materials that I'd like to use for thicker picks. But that was really cool. So anyway, in between that, let's go to this. I got myself a new toy at the music store. There you go. It is a pedal. Yes, it is a pedal, but it's not for guitar XLR inputs. It's for microphones. It's got phantom power as well, which I was pleasantly surprised. It has. This is basically a compressor and sort of a adaptive EQ, they call it. So it adapts to your voice and makes your voice sound a little bit brighter, pushes it forward in the mix. And it's got a little warmth button there to add extra control, extra bass without getting muddy. It's a really, really cool pedal. If anyone out there is getting into vocals and you just need to tighten up your sound just a little bit, and especially in live situations, like, you know, this is a pedal on and off. Really cool. Comes with its own power supply. You cannot put batteries in it at all. It's huge. It's a big ass pedal too, you know, especially compared to most pedals I've got. But it's a really, really cool sound to tighten up your sound and to push your vocals forward as well. I really like it, and definitely worth the 200 Australian dollars I paid for it, which is cool. And those picks I was talking about, they actually threw those in for free. Didn't really pay for them. But you know, I had to spend $200 at the music store to get $2.50 worth of picks free, and that's only 2 picks. But anyways, I'll plug this in on my next video review so you guys can hear what it actually does. It's quite subtle. You notice it more when it's off rather than on, obviously, because it's basically just a compressor and a bit of EQ, but really, really useful tool to have. Same thing with a guitar. Like, you may not think a compressor is quite useful. I've got a compressor pedal. It's just a cheap Marshall one, the Edward the compressor pedal. But I'll use it every now and then, just to tighten things up and get a bit of a consistent notes, especially for recording as well. Most of the time recording, though, I use the compressor in my TC rack behind me. But it's just a subtle bit of compression, just to make sure that you got some consistency with your notes is a really cool thing to have. But anyway, enough about that. Back into the episode. What have we got next? The Accelerators pick. I've heard that album. I think it's really, really cool. I think it is awesome. And Pappy, I'm glad you did play a song from Level with the Ground? Level to the Ground. It was really cool music. I liked it. A bit of a Tool sort of inspired music there. And like you were saying with Three Doors Down, how they sold out. You know, when I was younger, I used to have a big problem with that. But you know, as we get older and we have to pay bills, and I think honestly, if I got the opportunity, I would sell out. To be honest, I think I would, because then I could quit my day job and become a rock star. You know, you're living the dream. You're playing in front of all these people. You're making them happy. You're up there on stage all the time. You got wads of cash in the bank. Like, I can't imagine why people wouldn't sell out. A lot of people would basically say, you know, why would you do it? But that's a good enough reason for a better lifestyle. You know, living your dream as well, and you know, getting up there and playing and doing what you love. You know, playing guitar. So I completely understand why they sold out. But you know, that's what happens, isn't it? I think Three Doors Down are a pretty good band. I'm not really into their music. I didn't mind the first album. I haven't heard the demo CD, and now I really, really want to hear it for a comparison. So, but anyways, guys, I better cut this short. Larry Ashbrook, great track. Nice lead tones there. So, guys, yeah, fantastic episode. Can't wait for the next one, and I'll catch you guys later.